Evening, Smith team. I've not recorded anything to show to you for quite a long time, so I just wanted to tell you about the little voyage of self-development that I've been on quite recently. I have spoken to a few of you on Zoom, but I know I haven't got hold of all of you yet to tell you what I've been up to. You've probably seen from Facebook photographs and what have you that I have actually been on a course a few weeks ago called the Millionaire Mind Intensive, which was with trainers that have been trained by T. Harv Eker. And T. Harv Eker is a very good coach in America who's been, I think he's Canadian actually, and he's written this book called The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And so the course, I've been reading that since having gone on the course, and it is an absolutely brilliant book. So I recommend that to everybody. This is a quick summary of it. This is the most powerful, persuasive and practical book on becoming wealthy that you will ever read. That's by Brian Tracy says that about it. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind reveals the missing link between wanting success and achieving it. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get rich easily while others seem destined for a life of financial struggle? Is the difference found in their education, intelligence, skills, timing, work habits, contacts, luck, or their choice of jobs, business or investments? The shocking answer is none of the above. So that's good. That we're all capable of being rich if we want to. In this groundbreaking Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker states, "Give me 5 minutes and I can predict your financial future for the rest of your life." Eker does this by identifying the personal money and success blueprint every one of us has ingrained in his or her subconscious mind, and it is this blueprint more than anything that will determine our financial lives. Through T. Harv Eker's extraordinary combination of street smarts, humor and heart, you will learn how to identify your own money blueprint and how to revise it not only to create success, but more importantly to keep and continually grow it. So you think like rich people think, you do what rich people do, and more than likely get rich too. I highly recommend this book for everyone and anyone seeking to increase their financial and emotional wealth. His program is proven and incredibly effective. And that last little bit was by Jack Canfield, co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul and obviously the Success Principles, both absolutely fantastic books. So I really recommend you get yourself one of these. It just I've been reading it. I have been hooked to it since I got it. It's about changing the, as he calls them, the files inside our brains. He describes our brains like a filing cabinet, and then we've got files that are programmed so much through our past conditioning, what we've been brought up with, what people have said to us. Basically, he's unpacking all of those files, sorting them out and putting them back in. So it's a fantastic book. And also from the course, which actually I went with Dawn Terry, who's in Alison's team. We got free tickets, and there will be free tickets again for the next one. There's one in April, and then the one after that is October. So we went to the October one this year, but so those courses will run again next year, and I really recommend you get on it. This book, this is what we've come away with from the course. I mean, the course itself was 3 days of pretty full on stuff from 8 o'clock in the morning till nearly 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It was really full on, but I absolutely loved every minute of it. We met some fantastic people, but we came away with this 90-day Millionaire Mind book to help us. So I've been filling that in each day and I'll go through a little bit of that in a moment. But so the course, a little bit about the course, it's about creating mainly about helping you unpack these files that we're talking about in the Millionaire Mind book, but also about finding ways of creating passive incomes for yourself. On the first day in the morning, he introduced himself, and it wasn't T. Harv Eker, but one of his trainers, and asked where people were from in the room, and there was people from all over the world that had flown in for this occasion, for this weekend. And then they started on, could you tell me what passive income is? And the first thing that was shouted out was property, so having a property portfolio that works for you when you're not there. Investments was another, and then somebody shouted out network marketing. I mean, there were quite a few network marketers in the audience, but that was just brilliant clarification that we are in the right business for making a passive income. And you know that they themselves, so even in this book, the chapter I've been reading today, he has been talking about network marketing and what a brilliant way it is of creating an income, how to do it quickly from not having much money. It's a fantastic way to create that passive income that we all desire. So yeah, 3 days of very intense stuff, and then working through this now 90-day course called the Millionaire Mind 90-day Wealth Conditioning Program. And I went through a little bit on the team Zoom on Tuesday with Lucy and some of her team about what's in here. So there's various exercises that I do now every day. He's also has a brilliant system for managing your money called the 6-jar system, and I can go into that on a team Zoom sometime. But basically, each day now I'm following this program. So I've got a little card with I think one side, well, they're both called Attitudes of Wealth, but it's winning. One side is winning the money game, and the other side is winning the one's winning the money game and one's winning the mind game. And these are declarations. So declaration is something that you declare out loud. So not an affirmation is more of a sort of internal thing, whereas declaration is that you're shouting it out loud to the universe that this is what you want to happen. So I'll just run through them briefly, and again I can take a little photograph of this and stick it on our team messenger group. So the first one is, I create my life, I create the exact amount of my financial success. I play the money game to win. My intention is to create wealth and abundance. I admire and model rich and successful people. I believe money is important, money is freedom, and money makes life more enjoyable. I get rich doing what I love. I deserve to be rich because I add value to other people's lives. I am a generous giver and an excellent receiver. I am truly grateful for all the money I have now. Lucrative opportunities always come my way. My capacity to earn, hold, and grow money expands day by day. So that's the winning the mind game declarations. And then the winning the money game, I am an excellent money manager. Now, when we say that, I'm thinking about this 6-jar system, whereby which I'll go into in a little while. I am an excellent money manager. I always pay my self first. I put money into my financial freedom fund every day. My money works hard for me and makes me more and more money. I earn enough passive income to pay for my desired lifestyle. I am financially free. I work because I choose to, not because I have to. My part-time business is managing and investing my money and creating passive income streams. So I'm doing that every morning and every night, both sides of that card. So basically you're conditioning your brain to the things that are on this card. Then you deposit some money into your FFA, which is when I talk to you about the JAR system, you'll understand more, but FFA stands for Financial Freedom Fund, Financial Freedom Account, sorry. So it doesn't matter whether it's £1, whether it's £5, whether it's 5p, just to get yourself into the habit of saving a little bit of money each day. So loose change in your pocket. So if you've got a jar at home you chuck pennies into at the moment, yeah, make sure you do that every day so you're getting in that habit of saving money. Then we have to do our VAX, which is VAX stands for Visual, audio, kinesthetic, and spirit. And there's some actions to go with that. Then we have a little action thing that we have to do each day, and day one's was clarity of intention. So write the actual amount of money or wealth you intend to create in the form of a declaration, then read it aloud at least 3 times slowly. Then once I've done that, then I have to describe how you feel if this intention was your reality. So there's a little exercise like that, which takes a few minutes each day. And then at the end of each day, acknowledge your successes. So it doesn't matter how big they are, how little they are, just write them down, because again, we are conditioning our brain to expect success. So celebrate your successes. So write down at least five little things that you can think of that have gone well today. And as your brain starts to understand that it's great to have successes, it'll create more and more and more for us. So yeah, this goes on for 90 days. So I'm on day 21 today. So yeah, it's going really well. I've stuck to it. Each day takes about, 10 minutes each day to do it. So brilliant, just to get into the habit of doing something each and every day, because as we know, with this business, it's about being consistent with self-development, being consistent with talking to people, being consistent with growing our business. Okay, so I'll briefly talk about the 6-jar system that he was talking about. So we have, they're not actually physical jars, they are bank accounts. So all your money comes into one bank account, and then you, from that bank account, then you split it off into 5 other jars. So the one that it comes into, which is quite likely to be a current account, that you would call your necessities account. So that would cover all your bills, your mortgage, your car payments, basically things that you cannot live without, necessities, food, etc., etc. Then we'd have another jar called LTSS, which is long-term savings for spending, and 10% of the money that comes into your all the money that comes into your household, 10% you would put into that jar. So that's long-term savings for spending for things like cars, holidays, extending your house, some kind of big thing that you're saving up for. So that's that jar. Then you would have 10% go into your FFA, which we've already touched on, which is your financial freedom account. So not only are you putting a few pennies into a jar each day, or loose change that's in your pocket, you're also putting 10% of your income each month into a financial freedom account. Now that financial freedom account is an account where the money doesn't get used, apart from using it to invest into other things, or the interest off of it to invest into other things, and then whatever you've made goes back into that account again. So this is creating a financial freedom for you for the future. They call it the golden goose. So the financial freedom account is your golden goose, and your golden goose produces golden eggs, and you never, never kill the golden goose. So in other words, never take any money out of the financial freedom account for anything but making more money to put back into the financial freedom account. So yeah, 10% into long-term savings for spending, 10% into financial freedom account, 10% into an education account. So to be able to get yourself on these courses, to be able to buy books, there's loads of webinar type courses, there's loads of courses you can go to. So yeah, 10% of your income to go into an education account. So not education for your children, education for yourself. Because as we've been taught over and over again, your business will only grow as big as you grow. So yeah, 10% into that, 10% into a play account. So this is an account that you use to enjoy yourself. So for buying new dresses, buying a new pair of shoes, going out for dinner. So you can save in that account, but only for a maximum of 3 months. The whole idea of this account is for you to spend money. So if you're somebody that hoards money and saves money, then this is your outreach. You know, you living a little and going out and enjoying what money is supposed to be used for, which is for spending. So 10% of your income goes into that account, and you must blow it on something every month, or to save it up for, as I said, the maximum of 3 months. Then we've got the last account is giving. So and 5 to 10% of your wage would go into that. So giving to charities, and giving to people who need it. So giving back to society, because we give back, we're more likely to receive if we give. So that's a recognised thing. So 5 to 10% of that. So all these percentages, try and stick to them as much as you can. But if 55% in your necessity account doesn't cover your necessities, then you may need to adjust that. Some people can get it down to, say, 40 or 30% if they're really keen on their, cutting back on things. I mean, it's really good, this system. It makes you look at your bank account, makes you look at what you're spending money on at the moment, makes you pull back in areas that you're overspending on, makes you spend in areas that you should be spending on. So yeah, it's a very, very, very clever system, and I'm very happy to go through it in much more detail with you. Another thing that has come off the back of this Millionaire Mind Intensive course that I went to with Dawn is a course called Neurogym, which is by a chap called John Assaraff, who's on the he's on the Secret film. He's also on the Rise of the Entrepreneur video that Eric Worre did. And I've a couple of weekends ago, he did something called the Brainathon, which was on a Saturday, and it went on for quite a few hours. So I tuned into it as much as I possibly could. Fantastic things. They had some really some people that had done some amazing research into how the brain works, into all the neural pathways that have been created, and how that can actually be changed. So I really thoroughly enjoyed that. And then from that, there's a course that he runs, which I think it's $995, which is about £650. So as soon as I've got money in my education account enough to cover that, I'm going to definitely do that course. But in the meantime, I've been sent by him a 7-day free trial, which I started today. So there's a little video that he goes through with you, and then there's an audio, sort of like almost like a sort of hypnotherapy type audio for you to listen to, with him telling your subconscious brain, not your conscious brain, so you don't even have to actually concentrate on it. It's going into your subconscious brain about changing your mindset, your view of money, and how actually we all have exactly the same things. It's totally possible for me and you and whoever else, if they want to become rich. It's just a case of conditioning your mind to believe that you can do it. So I've been listening to that today, and I've really enjoyed that too. So I just want to share all these things with you, because I know I'm very conscious that I haven't shared it with many of you, just a few, and it's such valuable information. And we all know that we should be doing self-development, and I'm on a bit of a journey with it now. I probably wasn't doing much for a while, and your business can grow to a certain point, but it's not going to grow any bigger until you grow as a person. So I'm really loving the whole self-development thing at the minute. So I hope this has been useful, and I'm going to send if you watch this and you would like me to send you the link to the Neurogym 7-day trial, I've sent it to a few people today. If you'd like a copy of that too, then please do get in touch with me, and I'll send it on. So So yeah, all I can say is, you know, the self-development thing is so important. I mean, even more important than, you know, well, the activity in our business is extremely important, but equally as important is the self-development. So yeah, jump on all these free things that you possibly can. Ask me any questions about books or this 90-day thing. I can take photographs of pages to send to you and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just get in touch, and look forward to seeing you all very soon. All right, lots of love. Bye.